Well, I think it was quite amazing. What we've just witnessed is that a young lady called Stacey, bless her heart, collapsed live on the investigation. I think everybody was a little bit worried, caused a lot of concern, but I can tell you that she's absolutely fine. She's feeling an awful lot better and will probably be rejoining the audience. Well, we hope so for the rest of the investigation. I mean, Kieran, how do you feel about, you know, what's gone on here? I mean, the fact that the whole audience are involved in this investigation for the first time, it's very, very intense, isn't it? It really, you can really feel it, and I think the audience is sensing it as well. How do, from a psychological point of view? That's
essentially where I'm coming from. Is that because we've got this mass audience participation, there is a huge psychological effect, and I think suggestion is going to play a big part in people's experiences tonight. We have to be very careful that we don't just get kind of a knock-on effect with all of these experiences happening to people.
But the people that were sat with Stacey, I'm sure they'll argue till they're blue in the face, and they'll say, no, it wasn't suggestion, I really did feel my throat being constricted.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, but let's not leave psychology alone. There's also environmental possible explanations as well. I was noticing that when we came up here there was a significant increase in humidity, and even though the temperature is quite low tonight, an increase in humidity, it's a very, very dusty environment up here. Those sort of explanations could result in, you know, that sort of experience. But also let's bear in mind, I'm going to leave the sceptical side for one moment. Remember at the beginning we were asking Stuart and Kath how they were, and they were having kind of palpitations and very nervous and shaking in the same way that Stacey was, and I just find that an interesting you know, correspondence between the two.
And also, now you've got a different take on this completely,
haven't you?
Yes,
a totally different take. When I was down there and it happened to Stacey, I was blaming Stan. I was saying it's the same man that's doing it all. I've now been told that it's not the same man. There's two of them, okay? And what they did to her was they stood one at the back, one at the front, and squeezed into her. And that's why she's been. And they've done the same to Stuart, and they've done the same to Kath, and that's what these two do.
Two men.
I don't know. I don't know whether they're male or they're female.
Bit frightening.
Yeah, very. I can't get a sex from them.
Two spirit people are doing this.
Two entities, and that's the way they work.
Oh, that's a little bit frightening. Now, obviously, you talked about Kath and Stuart. We actually, I don't know if you remember, but we left them right in the what's called the dressing room area earlier on in the investigation, and I don't know if we have this footage. Arch, our producer, will be able to tell us. We actually heard Kath screaming and Stuart sort of moving to the side. So I don't know what's been going on, so I'm just going to check and see if they're okay. Stuart, Kath, how are you doing?
Okay at the moment. We've just heard loud whistles, almost like that kettle-style whistle, if you like. Things are actually starting to kick off a bit now. We're hearing lots of groans and moans, and we've just heard people whispering very, very faintly as well. So, okay, I'll get back to you in a minute.
You're going to go? Okay, then. Do you want us to come?
Yeah.
Let's go. Which way? You can't go that way. We can't. We can. Okay, go. What's happened?
There's loads of whispering, it's just menacing, it's horrible.
Yvette, I'm not kidding you. I don't know if the webcam's been picking this up, but it's not been visual, but it's audible. We've heard it's that kind of chattering. It gets louder. And we just heard a load of whistling going on.
Yeah.
And something hit my foot, the inside of my foot. And on the webcam I'm stood by myself, and it was like, it went like this. And it was almost like we were being ignoring it.
Can I just say something? As you were talking then, I heard what sounded like a man agreeing with what you like.
It's been like that all the time.
Did you hear it? Yeah.
This is the two spirits that we were talking about up there.
So these are the nasty ones.
This is the nasty ones that done it to Stacey, and that's what they do. That's why she would have buckled, because you find it hard to breathe, and I think that's what happened to Stuart and Kathy earlier on when we first arrived.
Henry, I was asking for Henry.
We were asking for Henry.
Yeah, it's not. No, I don't know whether they're male or they're female. I don't know.
Right, well, I just used that as a working name.
Yes.
Just to get on with, but we've heard so much going on here where you guys have been off doing the do.
Okay. Well, what I can suggest is, are you all right, Carl? What's the matter?
I don't know, I just thought I heard something, but it could be that wind. I just thought I heard something go, go!
So what?
Yeah.
Go.
Go?
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard something.
What did you hear?
Sorry, Kieran, but I heard go. Go.
Go?
Like, either no or go. Like,
Well, I heard it. Well, I thought maybe it was the wind, but it was there. That's the problem. I know that wind, and that wind's where it is. This was here. It was go. Did we pick it up?
Was you heard go?
Sorry?
No, what did we hear, Stuart?
It was similar to...
It was something like that, and I went, did you just say that?
We couldn't quite pick it up.
That's what
This is what I suggest. Because we've got the webcam here with the sound on, I think we should all continue. But what I'm going to ask is everybody at home and our audience members, I think we have 4 audience members watching the webcams. Can you please, and also at home, you'll be able to hear as well some of the stuff. So can you be our eyes and ears on this particular webcam here in what used to be the dressing room area? And meanwhile, let's all go back up to the other room. It's really windy up here as well. That is another thing. And sometimes
I did mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was different.
Come on.
It was different.
Yeah.
Come on. You all right, Kath? Because we've got so much left to investigate. Do you know what I mean? Keep going. Keep going. That's the noise of the cable that you hear.
Well, the team are repositioning. Time now for us to ask an audience member if he or she would like to join the Vigil team for tonight's investigation. Bearing in mind what some audience members have already endured, I can tell you that the person joining Yvette Fielding and the team is from Greater Manchester, Don Tulloch Varley. Where are you, Don? There he is. He is apparently a believer. He's a bit sceptical about his own experiences, but has lived in a haunted property in the past and may have been struck, he believes, by a presence while sleeping. Well, good luck. You're going to need it, because tonight already we've seen some extraordinary scenes, including the collapse, and thankfully she is now safe, of one audience member. This is what we've got in store for our audience member and for Yvette and the team. More after this.
It's coming from over there.
Listen, go and see it. You got it?
I've got that.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that was good, that. There.
Oh yeah.
Can you feel
Yes.
My throat has literally just got tighter and tighter. My heartbeat is seriously going.
that? God, you're shaking like a leaf.
And that is the story so far, and thankfully that member of the public, Stacey, who collapsed, who was in the circle, is now fit and well. But what an intense moment, what an intense start to 8 nights of paranormal investigations. Each night we're with you from 8 until midnight, exploring Lancashire, and we're starting tonight right here. An amazing building built in 1897, the Morecambe Winter Gardens. It's been derelict since 1977, and it is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Some amazing results already, and let's get straight back now to Yvette Fielding and the Vigil inside the Morecambe Winter Gardens. Let's get back there right now.
Okay, we've come to a different part of the theatre, where actually you probably can still see the audience through there, but there's sort of the stained glass partition, different area altogether. Just to let you know, I don't know, Chris, if you can see this. This is a nail, and an audience member has given it to Carl and basically said this was dropped from above her and landed on her. And people in the audience are hearing what's moaning, what people are describing as people walking behind them, very, very cold as well, and again that crushing feeling in the throat. So some of the audience members are really, really picking up on some of the activity, and Chris is, you know, absolutely convinced that, or knows